Yo, what's up YouTube? My name is Chisha Zed. I'm back in here again with a new video. Listen, you know the mission. The mission is 20K subscribers by the summer. If you're seeing my videos again, right, and you haven't subscribed, here's your opportunity to show support. I appreciate you. Also, if you're seeing me for the first time, if you enjoyed the content after you finish with it, don't forget to subscribe, man. It's much appreciated. Let's get into it. So as you guys have probably figured by now, I spend a lot of time on Instagram, and on this particular day, I was scrolling through my Instagram feed and stumbled across a post by Safaree, right? And this is what it said. He said, "I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Getting married was one of the biggest mistakes, and it will never happen again. I'm walking away before I end up in jail over some dumb shit." Looks like Safaree is getting a good dose of that red pill, right? Let's welcome in, let's usher the brother into reality. You know, one thing that's blowing my mind, especially recently, is it's surprising to see how many celebrities, right? When we talk about alpha males, now we know the top of the alpha, right, are celebrities. If we look at celebrities, they are the most top level of alpha that you can find, right? But what surprises me is how many times these celebrities have terrible judgment when it comes to picking women, and how they all end up picking women that become the death of them, right? Blindly following women who don't possess qualities for marriage. They go out here picking these women who literally ruin their lives. We see this over and over and over again, right? This issue of marriage and modern day dating and relationship transcends like economic status when it comes to men, right? It transcends like socioeconomic statuses. It's surprising to me how hard, right, that red pill reality check smacks every man in the face, regardless of your social status, your economic status. You're getting hit. The truth will come to light, even if you go looking for it or not. But still, men are still here getting married blindly without proper judgment, right? And I mean, what do we expect from celebrities? They're not the brightest people in the world. We love them mostly because of the drama that they bring and because they're interesting people. So I guess they're not, you know, a standard we should look up to for guidance when it comes to relationships and marriages. I don't take them too seriously, but they're a good study case, man. And in this particular video, though, this has less to do with Safaree and his marital status and has more to do with Derrick Jaxn's advice to Safaree that blew my mind. So when Safaree confessed that getting married was the biggest mistake he's made in his life and it would never happen again, Derrick Jaxn, right, Simp Jackson, came and responded. And this is what he said. "Don't blame marriage. It ain't easy, but it is lit when it's your best friend and with God at the center." How ludicrous is that response? How crazy is that response? I mean, really, think about it for a second. This widely accepted idea, right, within the Black, especially Christian community, that God fixes every problem I have, regardless of my own lack of accountability, is ludicrous. Right? He didn't mention anything about, hey, maybe it was a bad choice, right? Why are you marrying that lady? She's kind of crazy, man. We've seen her on television. She acts a fool. What did you expect, right? Instead, he gives him this blanket statement, right, of a sort of like prosperity gospel that is a huge scam, right, to many people and lacks accountability that says, hey, as long as God is in the center, your relationship is going to be all right. No, that's not what statistics say, right? Statistics say that marriages are failing in the church just as much as they're failing outside of the church. And that's the truth. God doesn't fix things regardless of your own lack of accountability. That conversation Derrick Jaxn doesn't want to have. Why? Because he's selling a dream. Right? He's selling a dream. He's telling people what they want to hear, and to hold them accountable and say, hey, what happened? And to sit back and actually say something, well, that would mess with his money, right? That would mess with his audience. But no surprise, Derrick Jaxn will continue to do what he does, even though he is an enemy of progress. So it wasn't long after following that response from Derrick Jaxn that Safaree's soon-to-be ex-wife responded, and here's what she said. "Since you always run to social media like a little girl, I might as well join in. I absolutely agree with you on this. You are the most selfish, vain, and inconsiderate person, and not just with me, but with your only daughter. Exclamation mark. I mean, let's be fair here. Could all those things be true about Safaree? Maybe true. You know what I mean? I don't see it being too far-fetched, especially if they're having trouble right now. But why are you getting on a public platform and calling your man, right, your husband, the man that you profess to be your king, right? Why are you calling him a little girl? Any woman that does that to a grown man, right, is not a woman that's fit for marriage. Now, I also look at her and I think, okay, you're not fit for marriage. Totally obvious. And I think of him and say, Safaree, you're a bad judge of character, right? Those two things come to mind. If you're out here and you're a man who's dating women, you have to pick women who respect you. You have to pick women who will not publicly embarrass you, go online and call you a little girl, right? And you can't tell me that you don't see these things coming, right? People always show warning signs and red flags of who they truly are. But wait, Derrick has more to say regarding this issue. And of course, who does he back up? I'll let you guess. Yes, he backs up the female. He backs up the female. Why? Because he's making money. This is a strategy, right? We got to keep that paper going. We got to keep these women believing that men are the problem and women will never be the problem, right? As far as Derrick Jaxn is concerned, he knows that men will always be the problem and they are the issue. So what does he say? Let me tell you what he says. So Derrick responds with, when you have marital issues, right? He's responding to Safaree's soon-to-be ex-wife. Don't run to social media, run to God. I didn't know this nigga was a pastor, right? But now we know. Find some resources that align with God's will. Oh, wow. I wonder where you got that from. This is just so pathetically like typical. You get what I mean? Like, of course, this is what she wants to hear, right? You're not going to call her out for stooping down to his level. Let's go on. You're not doing anything but inviting the enemy in when you go telling social media. But the Holy Spirit won't lead you wrong. I'm telling you what I know. No, you're not. You're telling us what you want women to hear. That post and that response was obviously siding with the woman more than you are Safaree, right? Because she hasn't done anything wrong by stooping down to his level, right? Listen, guys, I'm a believer that God does help fix a man's life, does help fix a relationship. I'm a believer in God. But what I'm not a believer in is this idea that God does that regardless of how much you take accountability for what you're supposed to do in your life. These are the things that Derrick Jaxn, beta male strategies, right, steers clear away from, and it hurts instead of helps. Again, this man is an enemy of progress. He truly is, man. And I have to admit it, the guy's good. He's a genius con man, right? He's out here scamming women right in front of their eyes. And of course, they're falling for it. Something we can all take away from this man is to be better judges of character, not only with women, but also with the people in your life. And also, don't take your feelings on social media, right? That's not the way to go. And if you're a man doing that, that is a sign of a lack of self-control and instability in your emotional life. And that's not what strong-minded men do. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it down below. I appreciate every like I get. It helps boost my channel. Also, remember to subscribe. The goal is 20K by the summer. My name is Chisha Zed. Let me know what you think of the video. I'm out. Peace.